Hello, nieces and niestos. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista. And over here, we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today, we are here to do fragrance content. And I want to share with you my fragrances and or fragrance combinations that I wore for the entire week starting November 26th. So if you're interested in hearing all about it. So starting Sunday, I did something very simple but intense for me because I am so loving how this fragrance has did something with my emotions. It just gives me like a happy feeling, and so much so till until the bottle is just about empty. I probably have one more use, and this time I'm going to get the big bottle. But I started off with the Brazilian nut butter, and this is not the standard container that this comes in. It comes in the standard Trader Joe's container, but this was a part of the Christmas glow set. So in the glow set, you got this, an oil, and a body spray. So I went in with this, and this is said to be a dupe for Sol de Janeiro, but Charosa, what, 62, 79? I don't know the numbers, but to me, I like this better. This is a better Brazilian pistachio cream. In my opinion, it's not as fragrant, but it's fragrant enough to last. So I use this as my body moisturizer, and I went in with none other than Lee's Young Pistachio. So I don't know if the light is allowing me to be great, but do you see that little wiggly liquid there? So yes, you know, this is a pistachio bomb. It has pistachio, hazelnut. It has a rum note in it. It has some whipped cream, and it has marshmallow and cotton candy. So this is just a very airy, a little nutty, but it's more sweet than nutty. Airy, sweet, nutty fragrance. This fragrance is so good. This fragrance makes me feel really happy. It's something about this fragrance and another one that I have been wearing here lately that just really does something to my mood. This is very mood elevating. So I really enjoyed this, you guys. And I hope that this fragrance not only smell good for you if you have it, but it does the same thing as far as just kind of like elevating your mood. So it is definitely time for me to do a replenish, and I am going to go ahead and get the 100 ml this time because this is right now a forever in my collection. So the Brazil Nut Body Butter with the Yum Pistachio Gelato by Lee was my fragrance cocktail for Sunday, and I completely enjoyed it. It appears to be very simplistic, but this is one of my favorite combinations. Really, it's just the fragrance. It's the fragrance. So Mona did her big one with this one. So my fragrance cocktail for Monday, I started off with the, after just showering with my regular Dove body wash, I went in with this Berry Bright. I have really been enjoying this. I think I need to get another before it goes out of season because this is a very highly fragrant product by Tree Hut. And normally their fragrances don't be as fragrant as this, but you definitely get that fruity note in here. It has a kiwi note. It almost smells like tropical punch. You know how tropical punch candies or juice could smell? This is what this gives me. So this wears really well or combines really well with anything that's fruity. So I use my body scrub. Then I went in with the Partnering Foam Body Wash. Now, you know, with my foaming body washes and or gels, if it's anything other than Dove, this is just a luxury agent for me. So I do it for just the vibe as well as the fragrance if it provides a really heavy fragrance. And this one does. This is probably the most fragranted fragrance that I have experienced from Tree Hut. So I use that. And then for my after or out of the shower body care items, I got really reeled in with this body care that's not new. I actually had the Fine Fragrance Mist, but I'm so glad that I have it. Don't have any plans on shopping at the body care sale, but I must run in store on Saturday, if nothing more but to pick up a backup of this. So I went in with the strawberry snowflakes from Bath and Body Works. This is a creamy strawberry fragrance. It is so good. It has fragrance notes of juicy strawberry, whipped ice cream with ice bergamot. So this was a part of my fragrance combination from last week, and I actually posted on my Insta post that is so good. I wanted to wear it over and over again and combine it with fragrances. So I use this as my out of the shower body care. And then I went in, this is part of what I did use also in the one from last week. I used the Burberry Her, and this is known in the community to be a strawberry type of fragrance. This is very beautiful. It can be a signature scent. It has a lot of musk in it, and it has that beautiful sweet strawberry note. It is so good. And the florals that it has, and I think it has like a violet and a jasmine note, and it's just done right. I think I am going to add the elixir on my wish list because I only have this particular one, and I was late to the party with this one, but I have really been enjoying this. This is Burberry Her, the original. Then I went in with this, something that I've also really been enjoying since I've added it to my collection, and this is Cherry Ambition by the Seven Virtues. If you don't have this, at least try to get a sample of it. This is so good. It is very simplistic, but it's very intense. It only has cherry, saffron, and a vanilla marshmallow note, but it's rich, you guys. This is a really deep, rich fragrance. I told you this could be a dupe, in my opinion, for the Tom Ford Cherry Smoke with just a fraction of the price. This is a fourth of what that Tom Ford Cherry Smoke the price is, and it's so good. The lasting power is good, and I've just been, this is one of those intoxicating fragrances that you pass by your fragrances and you want to spray a little on your wrist or your hand just to smell it. This is really nice. I can even see a gentleman wearing this. If he paired it with the right thing, it would just add that intense sweetness that some fragrances can add and elevate even a gentleman's fragrance combination. But this is really nice. So that was my fragrance cocktail for Monday. So for Tuesday, I wanted something bold, yet gourmand, but I wanted it bold and rich. So I started with my OGX Smooth Coconut and Coffee Body Scrub. This is so good. You can get this any day at Target. They do carry this at Target. I think Walmart has it also, and you can also get it on Amazon. So I started with this. Really enjoy this. It is a really nice exfoliating yet creamy moisturizing body wash. It's like a 2-in-1. It's really good. So I went in with that, and then I went in for a little extra exfoliating and just a little extra vibe in the shower. I went in with the iced coffee by Tree Hut. This is True Coffee. This is a really nice coffee. I don't remember the one from last year. I don't think I was able to get it, or if I got it, I only got one. But I think it's a little different. Let me know if you've experienced the one from last year and this one. Is it the same? Is one sweeter than the other? How is it? But I went in with this. And then I went in again with this because when I do my scrubs, I go over my body again with a body wash. And it's normally my luxury body wash. And this is, for me, it's an exfoliant, but this is not my cleaning agent. I tell you this all the time. I always start with Dove bar soap and or body wash. So out of the shower, I use the partner for the OGX coconut and coffee, and this is the body cream. This will probably last you forever because it is a thick and it's dense. It's a rich coffee smelling, and actually the texture of it is even rich. It's really nice. So you're probably going to need you about 5 or 6 of the body wash to yield this. It's really good. Really enjoy it. I like it to combine with any of my coffee combinations or even vanilla combinations. Really nice. But I did get this off of Amazon. I haven't seen this in a Target. or a drugstore. So I got this off of Amazon, and I will have it linked below for you. So I went in with the body cream, and then I went in with one of my favorite vanilla coffees. I call this the vanilla trifecta because it has like 3 vanillas. It had vanilla bourbon, it had vanilla Madagascar, and it has another vanilla in it. So I got this in PR packaging last year. I think I'm like halfway through the bottle, and when I make it through this, I do plan on replacing it. So this is Black Opiums, and this is the La Parfum. This has a coffee note in it. I think it has a little cacao in it, but it does have those 3 heavy hidden vanillas in it. So I went in with this, and then I sealed it up with another one of my new favorites. I sealed it up with the Oudgasm Vanilla Oud 36 from K.I. Lee. This has vanilla sugar, it has some saffron, it has white musk, oak moss, and it has a praline note in it. This is so good, you guys. Oh, this is good. Really, really nice. Good. So that was my fragrance cocktail for Tuesday. All right, so moving on into Wednesday, my fragrance cocktail for Wednesday. It was something that I have new to the collection as far as fragrance, and it is extremely affordable. And I'll tell you how I ended up getting this particular fragrance. But I went in with my body care, one of my new favorites. This is definitely backup worthy. So I went in with the strawberry snowflake. Then I added this little new situation, and this is actually a TikTok inspired fragrance. The name of this fragrance is Qissa. All have heard of Yara. Okay. Now, never, I was curious, but not curious enough to buy the fragrance. I just wasn't. I don't know why. There are certain Arabian fragrances that just kind of draw me in, but the Yara never did for some reason. So I was over in TikTok land, and this kept coming up on my thread, on my feed. And they was just saying that this was the better version of Yara. So they pulled me in with the coupon, and I have purchased from Aroma Concepts before, but not by way of TikTok. So because I was familiar with Aroma Concepts, and Aroma Concepts is the fragrance company that this was sold, where I purchased this from. But when they kept saying this puts you in the mind of the strawberry drink that many of us may know about, and I was just really curious. So I wanted to get it because I was, intrigued, by the strawberry note. But this fragrance does not have strawberry in it. Strawberry is not listed in the fragrance note. It has apple in it. And honestly, I can see where many would feel or think that strawberry is in here because, certain fruits, it's like they have similar fragrance notes to them. And not to say that apple or strawberry smell alike because they smell totally different to me. But I do know that there's an apple note in here, but the musk, whatever is giving that musky note in here, it is so good, you guys. This is a nice fragrance. I'm not going to even call it cute. This is really a nice fragrance. It's like a mature, fruity, musky, sweet fragrance. It's actually nice. And the lasting power, I don't even have to say, if you've experienced an Arabian fragrance, you know what the lasting powers give on their fragrances. But this is a really nice fragrance, you guys. I kid you not. And it is extremely affordable. You can get this fragrance if you get a coupon for probably less than $25. It's just that nice. And then look how big it is. This is a 3.3 ounce. So this is something it's nice. This is a really nice fragrance. So that was my fragrance cocktail for Wednesday. All right, now for Thursday, that was when I was really starting not to feel good. I wanted something mild, but at the same time, I wanted something comforting. You guys, I have really over the past couple weeks, I have just really been craving comforting fragrances. You know, not so much of the powerhouse, the um overly sweetie or overly girly type of fragrances. I've really been craving things that gives me comfort. So the fragrance notes that tend to give me comfort are like vanillas, a musky note, sandalwood. Those fragrances, they give me like a sense of comfort. I don't know what it is with my olfactories that just I feel a sense of comfort. So on that same TikTok order, I purchased this particular body oil. And this is the Saltair, and this is one of their body oils. And all the hype that it provides over on TikTok as far as these oils are concerned is true. This is a really, really nice body oil. This is Santal Bloom, and it smells so good. This smells really, really good. I'm glad to have it in my collection. And I use this. Then when I use this, I did put the cream and this in my hand together. So I use the Aroma, Sandalwood, and Vanilla. And you can tell I really like this because I rarely ever make it through body creams like this, but I've almost made it through this. And this is just sandalwood and vanilla. So I use these two together for my moisturizer. And then I just kind of like went over my body with this just to add a little extraness to it. This is the same fragrance, the vanilla and sandalwood. And this is like a dry oil, like a dry oil mist. So I used this. And then the two fragrances that I use are also vanilla and sandalwood. So I went in with my Santal Blanc by Van Cleef's and Arpels. This is like my Boss Girl fragrance. I don't know. I think what gives me that Boss Girl vibe because it's very it's a balanced unisex fragrance in my opinion, and it smells bossed up to me. But girly, you know. So this really gives me like my Boss Girl vibes. I really enjoy this fragrance. Glad that I have it in my collection. And then I just went in a little bit with the vanilla Oud by Kylie. So that was my fragrance cocktail for Thursday. All right, so Friday, like I said, I was not feeling well. So I went in with something that's simplistic, but it still can make a statement. I really enjoy it. These are very close to skin scents. They were designed for that. And I think that they're safe scents, and you have to be the own judge of that for yourself for when you have these issues with your sinus or whatever. And these scents, they tend to not exacerbate my issues. So I went in with the warm cotton. You know, it has that beautiful cotton note. It has like this musky, it smells like detergent. It actually smells like detergent. So it has a lot of aldehydic notes in it. Really nice. You can tell that the fragrance notes are very synthetic, but they're nice. I really enjoy it. And I blended it with the Acqua Neroli. So this has that beautiful Neroli note. It has some water notes, and I think it has some solar notes in it. But I paired these two together, and they just always work for me. These are definitely great for like gym scents, even bed scents. You can wear them to bed. And like I said, when you're having issues, if you have sinus issues, it's for me, it's safe during those times as well. So that was my fragrance cocktail for Friday. Now, Saturday, wrapping the week up. At this point, I was in the house looking and binge watching candle day videos. But even just being around the house, I still wear fragrances. I still want to smell. I just want to smell nice. So because of course I was in the house, the perfect fragrance to wear for that to be mood uplifting, I went in with the pistache, and this is the pistachio cream. I got this off of Amazon, and I think I learned about this by way of, yeah, AI the Great, but I've seen other people with it. So this is really nice. It's definitely a creamy pistachio type of fragrance. It's not too nutty, because sometimes pistachio can get a little too nutty, but this one is good. I need to use it more, so I went in with that. Then I went in with this Brazil Nut Body Mist. It puts you in the mind of the Sol de Janeiro. It's just not as strong. And like I say, I prefer this one a little more than the Sol de Janeiro because it's not so strong and it doesn't give you that deep. Sol de Janeiro almost smells like perfume to me. It doesn't give you that heavy richness. So I went in with this body mist, and then I went in with none other than my Happy fragrance, and that was the Young Pistachio Gelato by K.I. So this wraps up my fragrance cocktails, fragrance combinations. I call them cocktails, you guys. And if you've been around for a while, you know why I call them cocktails. And if you're new, let me just give you a little quick rundown. I consider the body care items as like the chasers, the Cokes, the juices, the ice, the water, or whatever you put in your cocktail. And I consider the fragrance like the top shelves, you know, like the scotch, the rums, the vodka, whatever, you know, you have in your drink. But it's just a fragrance combination that I just pulled together. Some of these may be inspired. When they are inspired, I do mention that. And some of them, they're just things that I just think will play and vibe off, you know, one or the other. So I really have fun doing this, you guys. Thank you so much for coming back and supporting the channel. You are greatly appreciated. I see you. I'm reading and feeling your vibrations through the actual comments that you leave. So if you would, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.